it was the same product being sold as 4 different mediums. So in the end, they were getting the same interface, the same data, everything was the same, but the price points were different, the communication was different, the positioning was different for those. If you talk about the pricing evolution pre-GrowthX, and how did the pricing evolve for the packaging, and what kind of impact you noticed with those price changes on the business?
That was the commerce plan, and we priced it at like 3x the middle plan. So the middle plan was $8,000, online plan was $8,000, commerce plan was $25,000. In each of these cases, we also added an overage for like usage, because like, Varun was saying, it was supposed to be a metered usage product where we were not metering. So 10,000 records, they download on Monday, they would forget about PipeCandy, and then it'll come 7 months later and use it. Always think of API as one more thing that like a prospective customer would ask. Didn't realize that that's a segment of its own, like financial services, hedge funds, and like platform companies. When we put API, they ask for that. Right. And we didn't have a pricing study done for that. So we said like, we'll put a high enough number that like serious customers come in. So we put $25,000 there, minimum. Right now, the quotes for like that kind of, the firehose proposals that like we send out now are like somewhere between $500,000 to $1 million. It turned out in 2021, our largest customer for research paid close to about like $250,000 a year, right? Wow. Simply because like we call research as a subscription. Right. So that's the impact of like pricing, packaging changes that we made.
No, pricing makes a big difference in also how people perceive you as a brand, right?
Absolutely.
You need to be very careful not to be a cheap player. You need to be very careful not to be considered expensive. And it's an art. You get it right. Pricing will be a big differentiator.
What worked was that like product marketing preceded pricing changes. So if you had put this pricing, the rest of the site was not trustworthy, the product was not measuring up, then it would have been a disaster.
Yeah, correct.
Right. This was more of a value unlock of the existing value. And people understood the value before they, it's not the price which people are scared of, it's the value. You demonstrated the value, you put all your data sets out there, the copy is communicating trust, there are good logos, and so I have to pay this price. It was a good conversation to have.
So what is value in case of software? Value in case of software is how are you going to impact my business? And how do you communicate how you're going to impact my business? It's through words. It's through the trust that you're showing. It's through the benefits that you're communicating from your features. And if you're able to crack that first, if that comes across authoritatively, it doesn't come across as a generic low trustworthy site. If it comes across as an authoritative high trust site where that value is communicated, you can charge that price. It's literally just changing a bunch of HTML and doubling your revenue.
And for all the other folks who are listening, I would also want you guys to send your biggest marketing challenge to SaaSBOOMi.
We try to bring guests who can talk about that. Please send us an email to hello@SaaSBOOMi.com with BTS in the subject with that one marketing challenge that you're facing. Thanks everyone.